echo of your smile haunts me forever. And you, the silver swan, and I, the helpless wind, lost in flames and smoke, drowning your wonder. Let us walk again down those ancient streets, of memories and dreams, footprints etching stones for all to see. As I kiss along the sea, as I sigh away your fears, as I whisper in your ear, you are the best of me. Looking through the haze, I see you once again. The child in you replaced by sad winters with storms. Oh, let us walk again down those ancient streets, of cobbled memories and dreams, footprints etching stones for all to see. As I kiss along the sea, as I sigh away your fears, as I whisper in your ear, you are the best of me.
Hey, Maxter.
Hi, Janet. Hi. So good to see you.
No?
I'm Kumne. How are you?
I'm good.
How are
I'm
you
good.
doing?
I'm
It's so
doing
good to
very nice.
Oh,
I'm
really?
nice. I'm so glad to see you, and you're looking so good as
Even
usual.
though you're wearing a giant sam, you're wearing a dhara. You're
Yes.
looking nice. You look you look so good. Thank you
I-
for
it's-
wearing
I'm
that.
wearing it especially for you. I'm wearing it especially for you because you are on my show. So I'm wearing it for you.
Really, yeah. Thank you so much. And I'm very appreciated.
Maxter,
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm
I'm
so
so
excited.
I'm so excited that you're on my show.
Yeah.
And I'd
Yes.
like to warmly welcome you first because you are the man with the golden voice. I remember this ballad of for you that you had sent me last year, and
Yes.
this is every time I listen to this song, my heart kind of melts, and I want to go back and I want to say, oh, I want to fall in love like this, and the
Really?
the voice you have is so exotic, so exotic.
You too kind. You too kind. Janet, thank you so much.
in it from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you so much.
So for all my friends who are watching, it's Maxter Warjri, the man with the golden voice from the abode of the clouds, Meghalaya, and from the city after my heart, after my dreams, and yeah, that's my city. Every time I think of Shillong, I just break into tears of happiness because I love that place so much. I simply love that place so much. And I'd like to tell you one thing that I learned when I was in Shillong all my life. I've been there for 20 years. And I'd like to
Yeah.
say, Ngayat Yafi. I
Oh,
hope you know.
really? Yeah, exactly. And people and my friend, like right now, who are watching right now, I think they really like that. Especially my people, they will love. They love what you're saying. Eat your fee, which means I love
Yes.
you. So we
And
also will love
thank
you. Eat
you
your
so
fee.
much. Yes, Ngayat Yafi. And for those of you who do not
Hello.
understand what I'm telling, Maxter, Ngayat Yafi means I love you. And I learned love from the people of Shillong, because I grew up with them. My best friend was Ibaya Hunlang CM, and
I
the
see.
passion and the love and the romance she had towards life, I learned that from her. And I think every time people tell me, "Oh, you're such a good person," and I said, "Yes," because I grew up in Shillong and I grew up amongst people I love so much, and that is why I'm such a loving person. And
Yeah.
that is why I said Ngayat Yafi to all, to you and to everyone in Meghalaya.
Thank
Yes,
you
I
so
just
much.
love it.
We
I
all
love the
love you
fact that
too,
I have
and
some.
you know I'm so
I love the.
honored. Hello. Yes, I can hear. Hello.
Yes, I'm saying that I'm so glad that I have someone from the place after my heart from Shillong, and Maxter Warjri. Who better than Maxter Warjri? So to introduce everyone to Maxter Warjri is a very young guy. But I'm younger to him. I told him I'm just 16, so he's like, I don't know, he must be around 19 or 20 years old. So he started singing when he was
It's
very
no bar. So is
and
okay. I'm so honored to be with you, to be part of this program with you, and I'm so humble as well. And thank you so much. I'm so excited right now.
no, but I must thank you, because a person of your stature saying yes to my program is really, really, I'm so happy, and I'm so humbled by your gesture. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you. Thank you.
so people who are watching, Maxter started off with his singing at a very young age, and he was impressed and very, very inspired by his uncle, right? There, Maxter.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes. 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 Yes.
So, would you tell
My
us
uncle.
about the journey? Yes.
Uh, well, when I was at a very young age, my uncle, you know, in those days, and in late 70s, when my uncle was still there, he was a member of a band called Pentones.
Oh.
And so, I mean, you must be hearing about Pentones. So he played with the band. So he used to have a guitar.
Hmm.
In those years, having a guitar is a challenge for everyone. To own a guitar is something, you know. So he played the guitar. I was inspired by his playing. So, uh, but I didn't get a chance to play a guitar because it's quite expensive to buy a guitar in those years. So I pretend, you know, there's a log of wood. We call it
Oh.
dinklet in Kasi. So I pretend and play, you know, and sing a song, whatever comes, whatever comes. So I play and, you know, I pretend lots of people are watching me playing a guitar with a log of wood, you know, pretending it's a guitar. So that's how I got inspired by his playing. Uh, that's all I can remember in those years. So
Oh.
now I'm here playing music
But,
to entertain you,
but
all of you.
but Maxter, you had pretended that you had a whole audience, and now you actually have a whole audience in the country, because that's what you said, that you have been performing across the country, and we would like to hear more about that. Where are the places you've performed?
uh, I have a band of friends for a while,
Okay.
for a few years. So we went and performing many places like in Goa, in Calcutta, say Delhi, and many places around Northeast. So that's how like we went and performed those concerts. So it's quite achievement for me, especially playing with lots of crowd, with a big crowd. in big concert. So it's quite something for me. So I thank God for that. For give me the opportunity to perform in many places all over the country.
Okay, nice. I mean, okay, Maxter, were you always interested in music? You said you were very inspired by your uncle, when you were young and you had
Yes,
that
yes,
log of
yes,
wood
yes.
and you pretended to play the guitar. So when did you actually seriously start thinking that music would be the career you would take up?
Okay. The turning point, it was later in 1984.
Okay.
It was in 1994 when me and some of my friends, one of them, he's no more with us. He's his name is Liet Manfulson. He played with a band, with one of a very good band from Shillong, Snow White. So him and his brother, we were invited to perform in one of the gospel concert in Shillong. So we went there. That's how people start noticing a talent. So it's a gospel concert. We're forming, and all of us, we were very young that time. I was only 10 to 11 years of age, and he was only 7 years of age, and he played the guitar, and the guitar is much bigger than him. He's very young with his brother. So we sang few songs of gospel song. That's how it started.
Wow.
So from that concert, then people start inviting us to perform in many concerts around the state, especially in the city in Shillong itself.
Yeah, I think Maxter, you know what? When I studied in Loretto, so I think those singing classes that we did, it was kind of very interesting, and that is what kept us going. I still keep on singing, even though I'm not a great singer or something, but I still do a lot of singing in the morning, and I keep practicing.
I think you might remember Bagiri Sherlock Giri.
Sorry.
He's a Sherlock Giri. He's a music teacher there in your school.
Okay.
In your school, Loretto.
All right.
I think he was a founder member of Pentones, where in the band which my uncle played before. So
All
I'm
right.
just reminding you that.
Okay.
in case you don't know that.
I think we came out of the school before Ba started teaching. I think we came out before that, maybe because Sister Celine used to teach us. I remember Sister Celine. She was an Irish sister, and she used to teach us also.
Oh, really? Yes. Oh, during the Irish.
Yes,
Irish.
So that doesn't make me
that's
old.
quite some time
No,
back.
Maxter, that doesn't make me old. I'm still 16. Remember that. I'm still 16. Doesn't that make me old?
How do I look young as well.
Because you're 16. Anyway, so what are your first creations? You said you started off very early, and you started, and people started calling you. Did you have your early creations? What were your early creations?
A songwriting, you can say. Creation comes to songwriting.
Yes.
So like when you write a song, it means like you need a lot of experience. A lot of experience and a lot of inspiration, because songwriting, it comes from inspiration can come from anywhere. So at a very young age, it's difficult to write a song. So
Right.
you grow with with music and with your age or your experience. So from there you realize you get inspiration and start writing songs. So my first song I remember, I wrote, it was way back in the 90s, the early 90s. So my friend did they do an album. They asked me to write a song for them, so I wrote. That's how it all started. Then it built the confidence to write songs. So that's how it's all started. How I write. I started to write songs. So
Okay.
that's
would you be able to hum that original number for us? Do you remember that?
Yes. The one I think I call it. This is a song called Jing Suk. Jing Suk is a gospel. It's a devotional gospel song. I'll just hum the chorus. Jing Suk, Nong Chem Yapa. Jing Suk, Nong and Yo Yapa. I think that's.
Oh, I could keep hearing your voice. I could just go on listening to your voice. It's really, really
Thank you
exotic.
so much.
Seriously.
Thank you, Tina. I'm honored.
So,
Thank you.
so Maxter, I know that you sing Khasi songs and you sing English songs as well. So you tell me this, do you have more takers for your English songs or your Khasi songs, or is it vice versa? You know?
Takers, you can say from both, because here in Shillong, there's so many people who go with English song. Okay, but the listeners are more into Western music.
Okay.
You can say English song. So people from the rural side, rural areas, many of them, like what as far as my knowledge is concerned, they're always listening to their own mother
The
tongue,
Khasi,
the
yes.
Khasi as well. So we have to balance. It goes together, hand in hand with the English and the Khasi. So it's not. I prefer both. Actually, I prefer both to sing English and actually, I was born and brought up in a family lots of listeners, English listeners. English, I like the people. Many of my family they listen to English song in my young age.
We do.
So
We grew
I
up.
grow
Yes.
exactly. So I grow up like that. So together, like in those years, we don't have much. In those years, it's very difficult to produce an album in Khasi.
Okay.
Hard, like in very few people they're producing a Khasi album. So mostly, if you want an English, you can get anytime. You can buy a LP. Those years an LP, and later it comes with a cassette. A cassette, we call it audio cassette.
Right.
So we can easily get that. So, but for Khasi, I think the turning point of Khasi music when Jinking Siar Barana Karkongor, he came out with an album. He started recording those in the 80s, 82, 83, or something like that. He started recording in the real studio, but we have to go very far from Shillong. We don't have studio that in those years. So, what I mean, so it's like then people start listening to Khasi music. But if you want to listen to Khasi music, before that you have to listen to the radio.
Yes.
To the radio. So you have to wait. But for English, you can get anytime. So we grew up with the English with English music. So later, when Bharana start recording, and so many artists coming out, then they start producing an album. So that's now it's like people they start growing listening to Khasi music, and it's it's improving day by day. So we have to balance both. So I'm not in to one side, but I think both we go together, English and Khasi songs.
Right.
I think you got my point. Okay.
All right. So wonderful. I think I'm going to ask Reep. You had sent me a wonderful video, a very recent video that you had produced, and it's May. It is actually a dedication to the mother. When I watched it, I was in tears because I lost my mother last year. And it's beautiful, beautiful production. And I really wish you would make more of these beautiful videos. We want to see more of you. So I'm going to ask Reep to play this video, and so that the viewers get a kind of a slice of what you are there, and then maybe you could sing a bit of that song later on. So Reep, can you play this video, please?
Como ya pila
Beautiful. They really. I would like to thank Reep first. Reep is the person behind, this whole project that we're doing right now. He's part of the Freebirds team who's helping us to get this together. Thank you, Reep, for
Thank you,
the
Ray.
time. Thank you so much for playing those videos. And I'm sure the viewers would love to hear the rest of the song, or maybe, from the beginning. This is such a beautiful song. It's so beautiful. I want to hear it from you, Maxter.
Oh, okay, I'll just sing the first line of the song.
Yeah, sure.
Ngayon laban kung noyapila sende kandayo kaporban kren kato kumjing posni yaki ishudo.
Oh,
I think that.
lovely. The passion you sing with, it's so beautiful. And for our viewers who are watching it, please go to Maxter Warjri's YouTube channel and subscribe to his channel, because you are going to get updates on his videos. He's got some marvelous videos both in English and in Khasi, so you must watch them. You must watch each and every picturization of those videos. Those are beautifully done, very, very well done, and it's like a gift to all of us. Thank you, Maxter, for giving us such lovely music every time, every year.
Thank you.
I'm
honored.
So when I say every year, Maxter, I remember last year you had Ballad for you, which we played in the beginning, and that was a beautiful number. Would you like to say something about that?
Ballad for You is a very good production video from a very good production team. So it is what we did. It was amazing. Working with those people is quite something, because the person who did the video, his name is Ballad. He did a video. He's a director of one of the music video, which won last in 2018. They won, I think it was last year. They won the MTV Music Video Choice Award. So he's the same person who did Ballad for You. So I'm so honored doing that he did our Ballad for You. And the song, it was written by one of my friend, a very good friend of mine. Her name is Miss Ellerine Dingdor.
Okay.
So she wrote that song very beautifully, and actually the music, everything I mean the lyrics, she wrote the lyrics, and the music, everything I did myself, along with my friend. We arranged together. So it's with the collaboration of so many good musicians involved in that song. So I'm so, I can't believe we create such a beautiful song like that. So I'm so honored to like being part of that song, you know. So that's all I can tell you. It's a beautiful song. It's a beautiful. I mean the meaning of the song. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's like, you can see the video by itself, how it looks. How the quality and the story. It's quite it's something which is unbelievable. What Eldhar, he directed the video, and the script is beautiful. So it's quite something to being part of that song. So together with in the audio section, we recorded in one studio, a very good studio in Shillong, with Lamonte, Mr. Lamonte Pakantin, with his friend Arden. They did a great job. I'm so honored to being recorded in that studio. So
wow. I'm back in your show. We had a little
no problem.
set off,
No
so
problem.
the Wi-Fi goes off, and then I disappear. So you have to back to your show.
Yes, that was I'm still explaining about the song. That's from that's from the video section, like videography, the videography. So it comes to the audio section. We did a recording in one of the best studio in Shillong right now. Like I've come across, in some. I've been recording, I've done recording in so many studios in Shillong. This is one of the best. So with this young talented musician, plus with the young people who own the studio. One his name is Ballad Lamonte Pakanteng, and he's working together in collaboration with Arden Rumnang. These guys did a fantastic job with the audio recording, and the sound is amazing.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
You are a very lucky person to be working with such wonderful talents. So
I'm,
I hope
I'm so blessed.
you're blessed, truly,
Yes,
truly.
I'm so blessed.
And
Yes.
I wish that you are raised to a level where we see you at the international level. That is my wish for you, actually.
Thank you so much. It means a lot. Coming from you,
Maxter.
it means a lot to me. I'm overwhelmed.
You. You were saying about the guitar in Shillong. I remember when I was growing up, everybody in Shillong had a guitar, and
Exactly.
wherever we went with our friends, either their brother or their sister or somebody, we would all sit around and we would. And so we grew up like that. So when people tell me that, why are you always listening to music? Because it's there, it's in our ears, it's in our system. The music is in our system. It's in our whole body, actually. We've grown up like that with music.
Yes. So exactly.
Yeah.
Every home, you go every home in Shillong, there's always a guitar. You can see every, yeah. That's beautiful.
Maxter, just like I have a very deep connection with Meghalaya, with Shillong. It's a place after my heart, after my dreams. And you, I know, have a very strong connect with Assam. Somehow you have a very strong connect with Assam, and I know it for sure. You have to tell us what the connection.
Okay. Actually, way back in 2002, when we were searching for a studio to record few songs. So one of the producer in Shillong, he took us to one studio. The name of the studio is I think you'd call it Habdarupa or something. That is Sabdarupa is Habdarupa. Habdarupa.
Yes, Habdarupa.
So owned by one of very renowned musician in Gati, and I think you know Rupam Talukdar.
Yes, Rupam Talukdar, absolutely. He's a friend of mine.
So we went and recorded there, and it's a beautiful studio. The setup, everything is quite is new to us.
It's state of the art, yes.
It's from that studio we start, connecting with so many musicians, and from there we made a lot of friends. We have Pranab Das. We call him Bulbul. He plays a very good bass. He's a good bass player, I believe, in Gauhati or in Assam in those years. And then there's Rajiv Hazarika, and so that's how we connect with the people of with people there in Gauhati especially. So those people, then we start connecting with so many musicians. Later we did some project with Zubin Gar. So many of his album. Yes. I remember I met him. It was in 2006, if I'm not mistaken. He invited us to do one song with him in independent rock, hosted by CNN IBN in those years. So we were performing one song with Zubin. So that's how he's a very nice fellow, and he's very he's very humble, and we're so honored to be performing with Zubin. And later we start connecting, and so many with his album called Mukha, I think. I don't know how to pronounce Mukha or something like that. Yeah. So we're helping him with some harmonies in his album, and then with uh, Ulala. I don't know Ulala. I think he was one of the brand ambassador in that year when they launched.
Ulala was Radio
Oh,
Ulala.
yes, yes. So we were, like he invited. So we became friends, and and we really love working with him. And not only him, and uh, so many artists there in Guwahati. So that's how till now we're like, like for me, Guwahati is my second home. So it's so dear to me. And there's one friend of mine is, I think you might be knowing, his name is Dhruva. He's late Dhruva Sarma.
Ruba, yes,
I think he's
yes.
one of the most amazing person I've ever met in my entire life. Especially, yeah, I'm till now. I still remember him. He's such a very, very good. He's got a good heart, and he's a very fine singer. I believe, and he's the one who started introducing us, especially me, to so many musicians, so many people there in Guwahati. That's how I saw you in in one of his concerts.
Yes,
The
that was the
uh,
last show I did with him.
yeah.
He asked
So
me to
that's
come and
how.
sing Hey You.
Yeah, I remember. So that's how till now, like when you talk about Gati, I'm so excited. I feel I can tell much more. There's so much to tell
You've
about
got
Gati.
you've got my home as well, so you need to come down to Guwahati and visit me.
You're too kind. Thank you so much. Sweet. Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah, that'll be great. I think from now, if we go to Gauhati, definitely we
definitely.
will
You
come
need to
quickly.
call me and we need to get together after all this
Exactly.
pandemic and everything is over. This is not going to
Ex-
be forever, so we need to get back together again.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
there is one question, and I'm sure a lot of young people are watching you now. And there are a lot
Mm.
of young people who are very interested in music, in singing, in coming out on live performance, being a person like you. And I'm sure there'll be so many people who are influenced by you. But then, you being a seasoned artist and a seasoned singer, what would you suggest? Would you suggest that they go for the grammar, the practice, they need a guru, they need a teacher? What do you suggest?
Exactly. Exactly. Grammar is very important. You can just go and perform anywhere without practicing. So you need a lot of hard work. You need guidance. Together. There's one thing I would like to encourage the young people to try to be creative, write their own song, especially. Songwriting is very important. It makes you stay for a long time. You can't be just a singer. You know, you should
Mm.
be a try to write your own stuff so that people is a legacy. If you write, people after that they'll remember you. They know what your work. They know your work, what you're doing. So songwriting, I think, is one of the most important. Relates to music. So and guidance, and nowadays it's so easy for them. They can get anything they want. You just browse on the internet, you can get sources, you can get lots of things. During our time, just to copy a lyrics, you have to, and I think you face that
Yes,
experience that. So
yes,
this
yes.
generation is something, it's very easy to get anything. So I think they're so blessed. I believe they're so blessed
Yes.
to get anything they want. So for songwriting,
I
I would stress more on songwriting. I think they should write their own song. Okay.
Truly. I remember, see now how blessed they are. Anything they want, they just go Google, they find anything. But for us,
Okay.
if you remember, for a single cassette or a record, my father used to have one of those HMV record players. So for that as well, we had to wait because those are such expensive records. And my father used to say, okay, we'll get it for you, but then you have to wait. It's very expensive. I need to collect the money to get it for you. So that then when the cassettes came, again we had to kind of wait for the cassettes as well. And if we wanted lyrics, suppose I wanted to sing a song, we would be doing that, the rewind and forward and rewind and pause and all those things
Exactly.
that you write the song. Now it's
Until
just
the
like go to Google, find a Warjri song, and the song is there. The lyrics are there.
exactly. So easy for them. You don't need to struggle. You don't need to struggle. You just whatever you want, it's there. It's there. So so
Yeah.
that's how it helped them. Yes.
So if Maxter Warjri wasn't a singer, what would he have been?
You know, in my young age, I really love cricket. I think I want to be a cricketer. I think I'll be because since the country is people is a India is a place where everybody loves cricket. So I think that's the one. A cricketer.
But Meghalaya loves football. But Meghalaya loves football. I remember I used to play football in the Nongtamai field. So I will
Really?
not forget. I
Well, I'm
that,
not
but
much into football. I think I love cricket because during my childhood I play a lot of cricket. I spend all the time during the winter vacation. All the time we s- we s- we like during the vacation we spend all the time with cricket. We play a lot of cricket. So I think cricketers.
all right.
Yeah.
You write your songs. You said you spoke a little while ago to the young people about writing songs and how important it is. So do you have a particular theme whenever you write? Like you wrote May, which is to the mother. And do you actually have a theme for every song that you write?
Yeah. As songwriting, a lot of inspiration. Actually, May is not a song. I didn't write the song. One of my friends, he wrote the song. His name is Alman Siem. He's a very good poet. He's a very good songwriter. So he wrote the song for one of my friend. His mom, in memory of his mother. So that's he wrote the song. So I sang. In my songwriting is different. There's I love to compare. Because I love nature. I love nature. I love the beauty of of the surrounding beauty of Shillong. So I compare. I like to a comparison between now, then, and now. So that's how I love to write songs. Like you've seen yourself. Shillong those years is so beautiful. You
Yes.
know. So and you compare now what is happening now. There's lots of cars. It's polluted everywhere. So I want to write song which people should know, about the beauty of Shillong, you see. And then I love to write song about hope. There's a song
Okay.
I wrote. I think you'll be playing. The name of the song is Sinya. I wrote that song. It's about hope. Sinya, it means like that time at midnight, around 12 at night. That time is very quiet, So
Mm-hmm.
you can hear these sounds, these noises, from the crickets, the sound of the cricket, the sound of of the so many at night, the dog, the you know I don't know. There's so many the creations, God's creation, the way they make noise at night. I think it feels like they don't like the dark. So that the song speaks about there is always is a folklore. I can say the song is a folklore. It talks about at the end of every tunnel there's a light. So when the uh, I think you just listen to the song. It's a
Can we
yes.
hear it from you? Can we hear it from you? Like we want to hear it live from you.
Okay. Yang kinja kinutser nasan nakidian kadakot halo ting penmixer snow sukjer kamar yang kakinja pertikadang yotya badeipo cingdom kami bagi yang batikanya cingdom bagi shlangka yang hakapur basenya Ugi kor ya jing shai bagan wan ya jing dumbagan shop namar ki sheting ya jing dum jang kamin. This is a song.
Woo! awesome, awesome. Your
Thank you.
voice is exotic. I just
I
love
hope
your
it's
voice. If this was, you know, you were on the stage, I would be shouting.
really. Thank you so
I
much.
would be,
Thank you. That means a lot to me.
wow,
Thank you.
wow, lovely. You know,
Thank you.
Maxter, I know for sure that, you know, and I heard this as well, that you're very somehow related to the movie Akane. You
Yes,
are
yes,
this
yes.
newly released movie, you know, you're related, you are, you know, somewhere connected to it, and you have
Yes.
a role to play in this. So what exactly is this role? Can you tell our viewers, please?
Actually, Akane, one of my friend, her name is Miss Loreen. Uh, she asked me one day that if you can write some power, we call it power in Kasi. So she asked me to please help to write a power for one movie. So I didn't, you know, for me it's like okay, I'll just let me just help you. So I wrote some of the lyrics. I sent it to her. So she liked it. So she sent to the producer, to the director, producer of the movie. So I don't know. I like, you know, for me, I didn't know that it's such a, a good production. It's such a big production. It's a Bollywood production. So later she, like, you know, I when she told me that, oh, your lyrics has been the producer of the director of the movie, he really loves those lyrics. So that's, you know, I didn't you get my point. I didn't realize that it's such a big thing from it's such a good movie. So I haven't watched that movie till now, but I heard that it's doing well. So, and that's the story of it, of how I connected with Akone. But till now I haven't. I want
Okay,
to watch it. Yeah.
I haven't watched it either, and I've heard it's really good. But this Fawar in Khasi, which I got to read in Google, is actually it's a four lines poem, right? And could you
Yeah, it's a full
explain
number.
to us? Yes, could you explain to the
I, power is something. It's a it's
as far as as far as I read, it's like a four-line, meaningful, you know, kind of
is a meaningful.
meaningful
Yes, exactly,
sentences, and this is related to your folklore, to
exactly.
your tradition. And
Yes, yes.
what was would you be able to tell us what fawar you wrote for Akoti? Is it okay to say
Okay.
it, or I don't know?
Akoni in Khasi we call it. It's similar to Akoni. We call it Turumbai. So I think you must be hearing.
Right. Yes.
You must be knowing about Turumbai. So once you stay in
Yes.
Shillong, so so I wrote about. So it's very similar to Turumbai. So I connected with one of the folklore when there's one story I forgot. Uh, exactly, I don't know. I forgot about what was happening when a dog went to a, we call it in Khasi a yo luri lura. So many animals in that folklore about when
Okay.
he was selling this turumbai. So I tried to
Mhm.
connect it what was happening. I know I don't know exactly what the story in that movie, Akani, but I just wrote like that connection with that what's happening with the Tungrambai, the story of Tungrambai. So I think
Yes.
there's what Akoni created the is in what is happening with Akoni when they, I don't know, I haven't seen the movie, but I can't explain exactly.
I watched it, so I don't know. Yeah, I must watch it now that you are involved with it. I must watch it. I must really,
Exactly.
really watch
So,
it.
if I think I want to watch it. I want to see how what's the what happened with the Akoni. This what is happening in this, like with in the movie itself. So I would love to see that how it relates Akoni and Turumbai. So I would love to see that. But what I wrote about the power, it relates to I think there's a similar between Akoni and Turumbai. That's all I know. So
Okay. Wow, good. We are so proud of you, Maxter. So proud of you. You're doing such
Thank
amazing
you.
work, and I hope
I'm
young
still a
people.
learner. I'm still a learner, and so much to learn, Tina. So much to learn. You know.
I think all great people always say that. Till the time we breathe our last, we keep saying, I'm still a learner. I'm still a student, and then that's what the process is from
Yeah.
the cradle to
Exactly.
the grave. We are just learners. I think we are not
Exactly.
experts. But then I love
Very
the work
true.
that you're doing. I love the songs. And recently I shared one of your songs which you sang. It's a Carpenters number, and
Yes.
I
Yes. Yes.
really love that. I really love that. The way you sang it, it was so passionate. I actually shared it because I wanted all my friends who
Yes.
actually
Yes.
knew this song to listen to it. So can you just Maxter, please sing this for us, please?
Okay.
Can you
Okay.
sing this for us now? Is it possible? Right? Sorry, I'm demanding too
Just
much.
try. I'll just play a few lines. Okay. I think hope you won't mind.
Yeah, sure.
Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you. Why do stars fall down from the sky every time you walk by? Just like me, they long to be close to you. I think
Woo! Lovely. Awesome.
I can.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Super.
I will like it.
Super. So we are almost coming to the end of our session, and I'd like to give a rapid fire round to Maxter Warjri and
Oh
ask him a
yes.
couple of
Oh,
questions.
love that. Love to
So
hear that.
get
Okay.
yourself
Tell me.
ready.
Yes. 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 Tell me. Tell me.
What is Maxter Warjri's favorite color?
I love green.
Ooh, lovely. Maxter Warjri loves to eat.
My own kasi dish. I love
Oh,
dokle. I love
mm-hmm.
jador. That's my favorite.
Jado, yes, I do. I love that too. Jado,
Exactly.
yes.
Okay.
So Maxter's favorite holiday destination.
Few years ago, 5 years, me and my wife, we went to Israel. I would love to go back again. That place is such a beautiful place. And the history is wow. It's the history of that place is it really connect with me. I would love to go back again to Israel.
Wow.
Thank
Maxter
you.
Warjri's favorite singer.
Richard Marx.
Mine too. Mine too. Yay, we got something common.
Yes.
Good.
Okay.
And what is Maxter Warjri's favorite quote?
Quote. If there's a will, there's a way.
Lovely. I hope young people are listening. If you've got a will, you got a way as well.
Yes.
Absolutely. This is wonderful. And before we part, I'd like to ask you to give a kind of an advice to young people and to everyone watching. To everyone watching,
Okay.
not only to young people, to everyone.
Um, I'm not a good advice. Like I can't give you much advice, but what I would like to say is that whatever you do, be faithful to yourself. Be faithful to yourself. Be faithful to God, especially the one who gave you the talent in every field, not just music, but in anything you do. First, you should be faithful to yourself. Truthful. You should be truthful to yourself. And we are right now. We are we are very confusing right now everywhere we're living right now. This pandemic is it's very severing right now in our state, especially. It's keep increasing, the numbers keep increasing each day. So I would love to tell everyone to please be careful, be extra careful out there, and follow the protocols, and
Yes.
what the authority is giving you the the, the instruction. You should follow that and stay safe, and uh, stay safe, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And for all of you watching, this is Maxter Warjri, the man with the golden voice from Meghalaya, from my place, from my hometown, Shillong. And I'm so, so happy that he was here with us today. I hope you stay safe because Meghalaya has been, the numbers are raising with COVID and everything. But if we stay home and follow the protocol, like you say, we are going to make it. We are going to make this together. And thank you for coming on the show, for sharing those exotic songs.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for sharing your views, your life, your journey. It has been a pleasure. And I hope we meet soon, Maxter. All the best to you.
Yes.
And I hope Gayat Yafi. And what do we say to buy? We say something.
Bye.
Kuble is one.
Kuble. Yes, Kuble.
Thank
and
you.
Ngayet Yafi. I know in Assamese how they say Ngayet Yafi. Would love to know that.
Ngayet Yafi.
In Assamese.
Moi tumak bhal pao.
Moi tumak bhal pao.
Moi tumak bhal pao.
Moi tumak bhal pao. And I love you all. Thank you so much.
Nice. I love you.
Thank you so much, Cesar. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. I'm so honored. Thank you so much. It's wonderful talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Maxter.
Thank you. Bye.